All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out here toiling in this truth. I'm Pathakamoth GMS Dallas, and I'm just coming back at you with a quick hit lesson. I think I'm going to entitle this All Spirits Go to the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Because contrary to popular belief, you know, these Christians and these churches and the unlearned believe in a so-called eternal hellfire, which is not biblical. It's not in the Bible. Doesn't exist. It's a farce and a lie. And the scriptures prove that. You know, they back that. It backs that up. You know, so I'm going to go into a series of precepts, scriptures, just to make a quick point. You know, there's many scriptures you can get into because this, of course, a lesson like this covers two things, and that's reincarnation and the fact that there is no hell, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and of course, with reincarnation, there it's impossible for there to be actual physical eternal hell or hellfire. You know what I'm saying? You can't have both. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go into the scriptures and see which one actually you know is in the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? Because one of them is not going to be there. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna, as I said, we're gonna go through a series of precepts, scriptures, just to make that point, because all spirits go to the Father, man, to the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And so, without any further ado, the first scripture I want to get is 2 Corinthians, chapter 5, and verse 6. And it reads, "Therefore we are always confident, knowing that whilst we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord." So right off the top, it says, whilst we are at home in the body, which the body is that home or abode, that house for your spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? So it says, whilst we are at home in the body, it's talking about the spirit, we are absent from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Which proves that if the spirit ain't in the body, we're just gonna go into it in the next verse that I'm gonna bring out. But it proves that when if the spirit is not in the body, it's with the Lord, man. You know, so I'm gonna drop down to verse 8, well, verse 7, for we walk by faith, not by sight, you know. Verse 8, we are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So there it is, man. That alone proves that that if your spirit is not in your house, in its house abode, the body, that is with the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? As Apostle Paul said in the first verse 6, you know, therefore we are always confident, knowing that whilst we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord. And as he said in verse 8, we are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord. So the spirit, when it's absent from the body, it's with the Lord, man. So that proves there is no hell, man. There is no hellfire. All spirits go back to the Lord. And the scriptures go into that, which as a matter of fact is my next scripture that I was going to bring out. Just proving that point, man. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 7. And it reads, "Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, because we are all created from the dust of the ground," man. You know what I'm saying? And once you die, the body goes into the earth and it becomes earth and ashes again. You know what I'm saying? It becomes part of the earth again. Goes back to dust. So it says, "Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit which abides in that house, in that body, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it." which is what Apostle Paul said in 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter, man. You know, he said to whilst at home in the body is to be absent from the Lord. But to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. So that's what this is saying right here. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was. That's when you die. And the spirit, because the spirit doesn't die, man. The spirit is immortal. It's everlasting. It doesn't die. And the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it, man. You know what I'm saying? So that spirit goes back to the Lord, man. So that cuts any the spirit's going and burning for eternity in a hell, man. That's impossible. You know what I'm saying? Because all spirits go, there are not some spirits that go up and some spirits that go down, as these churches teach, man. That's not biblical, man. All spirits is right there. All spirits, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it. As a matter of fact, this wasn't even one I was going to bring out, but I'm going to go into it. I'm going to bring it out. Salakia. Okay. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 20, and it reads, all go unto one place. All are of the dust, and all turn to dust again. You know what I'm saying? It's right there. As a matter of fact, there's another one right there in Ecclesiastes 6 and 6. And it reads, yea, though he live 1,000 years, twice told, yet hath he seen no good. Do not all go to one place? Yes, they do. We just read it in Ecclesiastes 3 and 20. Ecclesiastes 3 and 20. All go unto one place. All go unto one place. So it don't matter if you're Hitler, you know what I'm saying, or whoever you may deem to be, the most saintly person on the planet Earth, man. All go to one place, man. You know what I'm saying? So Ecclesiastes 3 and 20, all go into one place, all are of the dust, and all turn to dust again. So all, that's everybody. We were all formed from the dust of the ground. We all go back to the dust of the ground. We all go to one place. We just read it in Ecclesiastes 12 and 7. The spirit goes back to the Most High who gave it, man. You know what I'm saying? So reincarnation is in the Bible for you Christians, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, one of the scriptures they love to run to with no understanding, trying to prove their whack point is this right here. This is Hebrews chapter 9 and verse 27, and it reads, and as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this the judgment. So they'll go there and read that and be like, see, you know what I'm saying? It says it is appointed unto men once to die, and then the judgment. Like they making some type of amazing point. You know what I'm saying? I got you now. Well, wrong answer. You don't got nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, I just bought out some scriptures, proving that all go to one place. Now we're going to prove that appointed wants to die doesn't mean that we don't come back. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm finna get into some scriptures to show that reincarnation exists. You know what I'm saying? So we come back, man. So like I said, Hebrews 9 and 27, and as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this is the judgment. And that appointed to men once to die is per incarnation, per body. The body that you're in now, you'll have one cycle of life in that. Once that cycle of life is completed, that body will go to back to the dust, to the earth, to the dust, and the spirit will ascend up to the Most High, who gave it, man, where he'll judge you, and then he'll send you back into the earth into a new body, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's talking about when it says, and it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this, the judgment. And we're going to prove that, man, you know. So let me real quick go to the Apocrypha, and let's go to 2nd Esdras 14 and 35. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 14 and verse 35, and it reads, "For after death shall the judgment come." There it is right there. We just read that a man is appointed once to die, and after this, the judgment. Okay, we're picking it up right here. 2nd Esdras 14 and 35. "For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again." There it is. That's plain as day, man. "For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. And then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared." So the point is, after death, for after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. So that your judgment is going to come when you live again. So when you die, your body goes into the ground, back to the earth. Your spirit goes to the Most High. He's going to judge you. He's going to give you a judgment. Then he's going to send you down into the earth, into a new abode, abode, body. You know what I'm saying? And then you're going to play those judgments out in the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, let's prove that. Let's go back to Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. Back to the 3rd chapter, and we're going to jump back up from 20. We just read 20, and we're going to jump back up to verse 15. I'm going to start at verse 15. It's Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 15. And it reads, "That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And the Most High requireth that which is past." But here comes the point. So the Most High requires your past, man. You know, that which hath been is now. So past things are present now, man. And it says, and that which is to be hath already been. You know what I'm saying? So those things coming, the things that are going to come in the future, hath already been. You know, that's why there's something that's called the circle of life, man. There's something called nostalgia, deja vu, history repeating itself, man. All these things are, well, Esau will tell you it's a mystery, and these things can't be explained. But the Bible explains these things. We're going into them right now, man. You know what I'm saying? So Ecclesiastes 3 and 16, here's the point about that judgment. "And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment." So under the sun, don't the sun rise every day? Every day the sun is above us, man. You know what I'm saying? High above us. So wouldn't the earth be considered to be under the sun? Yes, it would, man. And that's exactly what it's going into. "And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment," which is talking about the planet Earth, man. So when the Lord judges, when you die and your spirit goes back to the Lord, and he gives you your judgment in the 3rd or 4th generation, he sends you back into the earth, and you play your judgment out in the earth, man. That's what the under the sun is talking about right here on earth. Ecclesiastes 3 and 16. "And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there." We know that ain't talking about in the spirit realm. Ain't no wickedness in the spirit realm. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures tell you in Job that the wicked cease from troubling. You know what I'm saying? In the spirit realm, man. You know, and the weary be at peace. So right there, you know, this is not talking about the spirit realm, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no wickedness in the spirit realm. There's perfect order in the spirit realm, man. You know what I'm saying? So it says, and moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there, man. You know, which is talking about right here on the planet Earth. This used to be the Garden of Eden, man. You know, paradise. Everything used to be perfect here, man. You know, but now everything is destroyed, man. Desolate. You know, evil and wickedness. Nothing but iniquity is here now, man. Why? Because the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. Job 9:24. You so-called Edomites, you ease, man, you know, you know. But that judgment happens on the earth, man. That's what that's going into. As a matter of fact, let's get a couple of accounts real quick. Let's get a couple of accounts real quick, proving that we come back, man. This is Job chapter 19, and I'm gonna start at verse 25. Job 19 and 25, and it reads, "For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth." And we know that's talking about Yahushua, man. He's the Redeemer, man. He's that deliverer of the elect, the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, man. So it says, Job 19 and 25, "For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth." Because he's going to come back. He's going to return, man. Verse 26, "And though after my skin worms destroy this body," that's when the body starts decomposing, that decaying, the worms and stuff are eating the body, the flesh up. This is talking about in death. And so Job is talking about in death right here. "And though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh," now mind you, his flesh is the decomposing, decaying, being destroyed by worms, man. But he says, "Yet in my flesh shall I see the Most High," or power. He said in his flesh, he's going to see power. Now, how is he going to perform that feat, man? If his flesh is being decomposing, decaying, and being eaten up by worms, how is he going to see the Yahushua in the flesh, in his flesh, man? He says, "Yet in my flesh shall I see power," because he's going to come back. Job realizes that reincarnation is a part of this thing. Verse 27, "Whom I shall see for myself." So he's going to see the Lord for himself, man, in the flesh, in his flesh. This is new flesh. He's talking about new flesh, man. And that's what reincarnation means. Back incarnate in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? Or back in the flesh. That's what it means. Verse 27, "Whom I shall see for myself, and mine eyes shall behold, and not another, though my reins be consumed within me." You know what I'm saying? So he says his eyes are going to behold, not another, So he realizes he's coming back, and he's going to see the Lord in his flesh when he stands upon the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? When in that return, when he comes back. So Job is here, man. Job is already here. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's going into, man. But reincarnation is a part of this thing, a big part of this thing. Might as well wrap your minds around it, man. You people better get it. You Christian, but it's not for them, man. So they're not going to get it. This is Psalms chapter 104 and verse 29. And it reads, "Thou hidest thy face, they are troubled. Thou takest away their breath, they die, and return to their dust." Verse 30, "Thou sendest forth thy spirit, they are created, and thou renewest the face of the earth." That's plain as day, man. It says the Most High takes your breath away, you die, and you return to the earth. Same thing we've been reading in all other scriptures. "Thou sendest forth thy spirit." He's going to judge that spirit, and he's going to send it back into the earth, into another body. They are created. There it is. New house, new abode, new body, same spirit. "And thou renewest the face of the earth." You know what I'm saying? No new thing under the sun, man. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. "The thing that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done," man. You know what I'm saying? And when you go into Ecclesiastes 6 and 10, you come to find out that the thing is talking about a man, man. Because it tells you the thing that hath been is basically is identified. And it says, and it is known that it is man, roughly paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? So, when you go back and read that as a matter of fact, let me just get it real quick. Let's go get it. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Now, a lot of people like to say, well, that says thing. Well, let's jump over to I'm trying to freeze up, man. Satan is there we go. Let's jump over to Ecclesiastes chapter 6. Wow. Chapter 6 and verse 10. And it reads, that which hath been is named already, and it is known that it is man. So let's go back now. Let's go back to the chapter 1 and verse 9 and read it in context. It just said it's talking about man. So Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The man that hath been, it is that which shall be. So the man that was, he's going to be again. And that which is done is that which shall be done. So whatever he did, he's going to do it again. And there is no new thing under the sun. That's why there's no new thing under the sun. It ain't new. The spirit in that body is not new, man. And that's why it's doing old things that it's done before, man, in a previous life. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's going into. So I want to bring out one more, and then I'm gonna bring this to a lesson to it. Like I said, there's many scriptures that I could have went into, or that you can go into to prove these things. But I didn't want to make this too long. And there's so many scriptures, man, so many. So I'm just gonna bring out a few. This is 2 Maccabees chapter 7, and I'm gonna start at verse 22. And this is going into those 7 brothers, man, that was being put to death because they wouldn't eat pork, man. They wasn't going against the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And when that wicked king was trying to make them eat pork, they refused, man. And their mother was right there with them. As a matter of fact, this is her speaking in verse 22. So it's going to start with her, and she's speaking. This 2 Maccabees chapter 7 and verse 22. And this is the mom speaking. She says, I cannot tell how ye came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life, neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you. But here's the point. Verse 23, but doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generation of man and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, as ye now regard not your own selves for his law's sake, man. So our people used to have the understanding that, we come back, reincarnation. That's why, like, during the voyage, from the west coast of Africa, over to the Americas to go in when they were going to enslave our people. When they enslaved our people, a lot of our people just chose death, man. They just went over, just jumping overboard. They chose death, man, rather than to go serve this devil, man. Jake didn't fear death, man. You know what I'm saying? Our people didn't fear death like they do now, because they've been lied to now. The deceptions and lies of Esau, man, telling them that you're gonna die and go to hell and burn for eternity. And all that was a control factor, man. You know what I'm saying? To control the slaves, man. You know what I'm saying? Make them do what they wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not biblical. You know what I'm saying? There is no way you can have those things with the scriptures that I just brought out, man. It's impossible, man. And like I said, there's other scriptures. I could have went like way deeper and went into a whole lot more scriptures to make the point. But the point is made, man. The scriptures that I brought out proves without a doubt, man. Reincarnation, and there is no hell, man. You know what I'm saying? Which I could have went into Jonah, you know what I'm saying? And just various scriptures like that, you know what I'm saying, to further prove the point. But one more time, verse 23, 2 Maccabees 7 and 23, but doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generation of man and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy, because the Most High is a merciful power, man, Sending a spirit into eternal hellfire for eternity is not, there is no mercy in that, man. So you're taking the mercy of the Most High and just throwing that away, man. You know, the Most High is going to deal with these people, man. He's going to deal with you Christians. He's going to deal with you with the unlearned too, man, who don't believe in reincarnation, man. You know, He's going to deal with you. But it says, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, as ye now regard not your own selves for his law's sake. So breath and life is coming again, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens, man. You know what I'm saying? We come back. You know, the scriptures tell you in Exodus, the 20th chapter in verse 5, that that you come back, you know, every third to fourth generation, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's going into. You come back every three to four generations, man. You know, so hey, it is what it is, man. Reincarnation is scriptural. You know what I'm saying? All spirits go back to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? There is no way there can be a eternal hellfire where you burn in eternity, in hell for eternity, with the scriptures that I just brought out, man. And there's many others I could have went into, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know, it is what it is, man. You Christians don't know what you're talking about, and you need to hush, shut up, stop speaking, and listen to the men of the Lord, man. It's time for all these other people to just shut up, you know, shut down your little platforms, and listen to the men of the Lord and get the truth of what the Bible is actually talking about. Okay? So, with that, you know, hopefully this was edifying to the hopeful elect, giving all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath Shal Dawadat. Shalom.